So recently, someone close to me called in distress to chat about an issue in their workplace. There was this guy that was recently hired as an all-star performer. You know the type. He brings in a ton of business, and for the higher ups, man, that hire is just seen as a brilliant move. So, what's the issue, you may be thinking? Well, this same guy, with all of his brilliance and know how to swoon new customers in, treats people in the office like they are completely beneath him. And the trouble is, it's not that every interaction is bad, but just enough so that he belittles here and there and treats others like they're less than. At some point, every team building leader comes across this scenario. And yes, while the better you get at hiring for both culture fit and skills combined, you'll see less of it. It's inevitable you'll experience it at least once. So, how do you handle this situation? My very first mentor in business once drew this simple chart in the dirt, actually, at an offsite meeting that I'll never forget. It had to do with values versus performance. And high values, high performance, low values, low performance. What in the world do you do as a leader? He would say, so you have someone with high values that respects people and is completely sold out to the team culture. But their performance, it isn't so great. So what do? You work with them, you train them, you resource them, help them get better. What about the person with super high performance? That guy that's just crushing at the all-star, that is seemingly single-handedly growing the business.
Yeah.
But they have low values. They take advantage of people, and they will do anything at the expense of winning the performance game. Now, I know what you're thinking. It's tempting right here to say, well, you work with them to improve in this area. Surely they could see the error of their ways eventually. My mentor, he simply said, fire them as fast as you can. You see, people like this are toxic to the organization. Sure, at first, all seems well, but eventually they destroy culture. And you'll be left wondering what in the world happened as they're moving on to the next place in search of their own greatness. By the way, those with high values and high performance, man, get out of their way. Ask what they need. You clear the path for them. Low values and low performance? Sorry, that's a really bad hiring decision. In my experience, there are times when you can work with someone to get them to a better spot. And maybe they have signs of high values, but under stress, they become irritable or short-tempered, or maybe simply no one's ever given them the proper helpful feedback to improve their interpersonal skills. That's where coaching comes into play. They need a coach that can regularly walk them through these issues, make sure the expectations are clear, and that there's a plan of action and a regular way to measure improvement. This is going to help them. So what about my friend's dilemma? Well, I suspect the guy has it in him to change based on everything that I've heard. But his leader will have to listen to the feedback from his coworkers and take action either way, which honestly is easier said than done. Sometimes the best thing you can do for someone is fire them, giving them that swift kick in the pants that they really need. This is another excellent reason even top leaders need access to external coaching. These situations often require a different perspective from outside of the day-to-day that helps them process, what in the world do I do? Jack Welch once famously said, before you are a leader, success is all about growing yourself, but when you become a leader, success is all about growing others. Man, have I been there. I've been so lucky to have access to leaders and coaches over the years to help me in these situations. And it's a joy to help others now. Bottom line is, don't do it alone. And remember, words matter more than you may think.